What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our Commercial Coffee Chat. Today's important podcast. We're going to be talking about data lakes. But before we get into that, we're always going to start with what we have to drink today. I personally have nothing. Just got back home, so you guys have anything?
Anyone?
I do not.
No one's got drinks today. Oh, we got a
Just the
water bottle.
water.
I have the leftovers of a smoothie.
What type of smoothie?
It was, I don't even remember. It was strawberry, blueberry, pineapple, and orange juice. So
Huh,
Uh,
it was
interesting.
pretty refreshing, but it
What
was
brand?
very
What brand is
expensive.
that?
Pure Vita.
Oh, that's expensive, man.
Very expensive. And I usually don't get it, but I just had blood work done this morning, so I needed some of that sugar.
Need some nutrients?
Yeah, my body was fiending for it.
There you go. We'll just get straight into this, and we're going to talk about data lakes today. So, Lorenzo, if you kind of want to start us off with
Yeah.
what you know about it and what think commercial, be great.
So obviously everything's going AI these days. For those who don't know, a data lake is basically like a centralized place where a company can store all their information and have it all in one place. Instead of having like your customer data in one system and then an order entry in another system and then your accounting and your finances and all that, the data lake allows for you to bring all of that information, put it in one spot. So for those who don't know, watching the podcast, Commerchant has recently been developing and selling a new product called Commerchant AI. Commerchant AI is agentic agents that help improve your business. So, how this really ties in is when you have a data lake, you then get the agentic agents programmed into that data lake, and then you ask the questions to the agent, and it pulls up everything instantaneously. Um, the data lake has all the information, and the AI agents just go in there. When you feed it a question, you can ask it things like, which invoices are still unpaid, and how much inventory do we have, and things like that. When my order is going to arrive, and it gives you an instantaneous answer, and it's actually extremely beneficial to your company and all that.
So, when within this data lake, it'll have information from things like HubSpot or QuickBooks or
Yeah,
Salesforce, whatever it may be, and it has or PDFs, emails, doesn't even matter what it is, but it has all that information. So then you can ask it any question within that database, and it'll easily give you an answer rather than, oh, I have to go look up my email and all that stuff.
just like that. Yeah, so like a good analogy that I was reading about is like a data lake is kind of like a library, and the agentic agent's the librarian. So all that
Yeah, that is
information's
pretty
in
funny.
there, and then you just ask the agent, and then it pulls it up
Yeah,
like
that's kind of
that.
funny.
It's
And
actually
unlike
go well.
unlike like a database, isn't it? Can't you put in like images, like JSONs, like
Images,
anything,
podcasts,
videos?
videos, everything.
So
It's
it's
so
like a big
beneficial.
brain. It's basically a huge brain that you're customizing to then benefit your company, essentially.
Yeah, the time saving on having a data lake and then including these agents is going to be tremendous. I mean, with the Commerciant AI side, I um I know that even just syncing ERP to CRM, like just Commerciant and regular, is a 50% time saving instead of having to manually go in and change all your information from your ERP to CRM. That is just 50% alone. I can't imagine what the statistical number is that saving time is for having the data lake or the agentic agent.
So you think that eventually every single company should use this and instead of just having other people go in and take waste a lot of time and probably waste a lot of companies' money to get this information instead of just having it all in a centralized place.
Yeah, I mean, this is a no-brainer. I mean, if you have to go through sorting things in your company on a day-to-day basis, this is a no-brainer. I mean, you're going to pay that cost up front, but once you get that, you're going to be saving so much time and money. I mean, you might not even have to hire someone. Like this can be done all like in seconds.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
you.
I can imagine it sort of on a finance side of things, especially like those big financial firms. You have to imagine all the Excel files they have with all their models and all those other things, and being able to just ask an AI chatbot any question and it can go through any single spreadsheet or whatever file that you need, and it just gives you an answer right away, rather than you having to go manually look it up would save so much time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
I
only
mean,
time, the money, like if you decide to train like an AI model and you need all that information for like the past years, it people just delete that because it costs so much money to keep all that information. Like I'm just gonna share my screen really quick. Uh, these just have NVIDIA's numbers in them, and this one right here, it costs $4.3 million for a database. This is a warehouse. It costs 2.1 million, and then a data lake, it costs like 450K. Those are just all like kind of like made up numbers, but they took the numbers from NVIDIA and kind of put them in this chart to show how much money a data lake would save. And I mean, it's kind of unbelievable how much money it shows that it saves.
Yeah, and also like some of the real value is that it's not just looking at one system at a time. Like before you had agents that could look at like your ERP, your CRM all alone. This is actually looking at every single system you have. So it gives you the most complete answer using like the absolute best information you can have.
Hmm.
Yeah. Catherine, do you have any insight on this?
I mean, I feel like we all are talking about it how I would say it. I mean, I think it's a crazy invention, time consuming or like time saving, money saving. I think it's crazy. So many streams of data like flow into one central environment. I think it's an amazing invention.
Yeah. No. Will, I know you talked about data lakes kind of versus data warehouses. Is there a
Hmm.
pretty big difference there that maybe the people that don't know about data lakes aren't realizing right now?
Like you mean like, just like what's different about
Yeah. Yeah. What's so significant, I guess, compared to you in that graph that you just shared with your screen, it was about data warehouses, correct?
sorry?
Was the graph that you just shared on your screen with NVIDIA, the two comparisons, what were they comparing?
So it was comparing the prices of how much a database yearly, a warehouse yearly, and a data lake are yearly, just like the cost. And a
Mhm.
database is 4.3, warehouses was 2.1, and then a data lake is 450K. So that's like 70 to 80 or 70, like 8 to 90% of money saved like a year of just cost reduction from
And
a
you have to think
data lake.
and you have to think about it from the efficiency standpoint too. It's a lot cheaper and it seems to be a lot more efficient than those other two
Oh
products.
yeah. Yeah, a lot more efficient. 'Cause it's just like what I think of it when I think of a data lake is like an actual lake and people just putting in like information all in that lake and then what's it, agentic bot you said, or
The agentic agent.
the agentic agent, like you just like text that and it'll like form all the information that you need out of that lake, like take it from like wherever it is and then put it right in front of you of just the information that you asked, and it's so cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
no, I
the
agree.
agents are so beneficial on its own, but with this data, like it just improves it 20 times more. I mean, the I know on just for a company basis, we all have our agents giving us morning briefs on the stock market, and then as well as our calendar updates every morning at 8 a.m. We all get an email about what we have scheduled for the day. And I mean, it just improves efficiency so much. It's out of, you can't even use words to explain it. Before, like 20 years ago, you're writing everything on a paper calendar, and now you're getting morning updates from your agent. It's one of
Do
the
you
coolest things I've ever seen.
do you guys think that you have to be or ha like do you think that companies will like be the only people to use data lakes, or do you think that you guys can personally use it in your day-to-day life? Would it be valuable?
I mean,
Mm,
probably not for me, because I'm not. I'm not doing enough things in my life outside
yeah.
of a business standpoint for a data lake to really be valuable. I mean, essentially my ChatGPT is my data
Yeah,
lake
that's what
because
I was thinking. Yeah.
I tell it to save like important information and then I'll go back and it'll pull it up, but that can't be sustainable for a company. But that's
With
for
so
me
much
and
information from
schoolwork
so
and
many
stuff like
people.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like on the left sidebar of like your ChatGPT or Claude, it'll like show like what you just like said.
The
That's
summary.
how I feel
Yeah.
like my data lake is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of reading like without a data lake, like AI, like let's say within a company standpoint, like if you're just using AI, it can see, yeah, your sales and accounting and whatever you kind of feed it. But to my knowledge, like the data lake would be able to understand like each specific customer you have, all your orders, your inventory, your marketing, your finance, supply chain, manufacturing, everything. Like every single number and everything that you've given it within that data lake, it can just give it to you right away rather than just having an AI chatbot have information that you fed it yourself. This can kind of give you the whole rundown of your whole entire business, which I think is definitely going to be crucial for companies in the future.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if like this, like you said, like on a day-to-day basis, if it actually could be useful in school. I mean, if you think about like if you put all of your textbook information and all the videos that your professor would post into a data lake, like how much more efficient would your chat GPT be, you know?
I feel like it would probably make a pretty big difference, especially like
Huge.
when I was thinking about like when I asked you the question about if you'd use it in your personal life, I was thinking about it with like school.
Mhm.
If you had a professor and you can get their information from like all their past lectures and classes and everything and put it into one centralized location and have an AI agent give you the information you need to pass your exam, I'm sure it'd be more efficient than just giving ChatGPT a study guide or asking it to make you a study guide based off of this lesson. Like if it can go in and listen to these videos, like video lectures or whatever it may be, I'm sure it's a lot better.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I think with ChatGPT, you have to specifically prompt everything and be very specific. And this is where the data lake is a bit more improved because with the data lake, you just can throw in any type of raw material, raw text, like we said,
Mhm.
YouTube videos, um, documents, files, all of it. You don't have to prompt it. You don't have to define how the data is supposed to be used. It just saves it in there, and then when you ask it something, it feeds from that, and it pulls from every single angle you could think of.
Yeah. Do you guys think that data lakes would only benefit a certain type of company, or do you think for the most part it would be able to benefit any sort of big company?
Feel like, yeah, just any big company that has a lot of data will benefit greatly. If save money, save time, save paying people. I mean, all around, just
Like, 'cause I'm just thinking, like, you take a company that's totally out of what we've been talking about for this whole entire internship. Like, let's just take McDonald's, for example. Do you think it would
Mhm.
still be valuable for McDonald's within like a store to store database of, oh, this store in Florida is making X amount of money with this many customers, and these are my employees, and people have ordered 50 burgers this day, but on Mondays they only order chicken nuggets. Like, is that something that you think would be valuable as well?
I didn't really think about that, but yeah, you saying that like, oh, like why like they sold 50 burgers here, but not like so much here or whatever. Yeah, I I think it would too, especially that big of a company. I mean, a data lake can hold so much information, so it probably would be beneficial for, let's say, a company like McDonald's. But let's say you're like like a smaller company, like let's say like there's this shop at Del called Vinny's, and it's a Caesar wrap spot, like that, like smaller company. You think it's worth them if they had a data lake?
I think you have to have like if you're talking about like a food or retail industry, I think you have to have multiple stores for it to be
Yeah.
valuable for you
I
in
mean,
that sense.
I feel like it would be valuable in any sense. I mean, obviously they have to pay their overhead costs, they have to pay their direct materials costs, all that stuff, and like they have to run a business. And so to have all their information stored in one data lake is, and they can just ask it a question, like I'm sure they would find like ways to save money based on the number of like based on the amount of food that they're buying and not using and how much food is going to waste. Like I think the opportunity cost is whether like you can afford it or not because it's going to benefit any type of business in my
Regardless,
opinion.
yeah, no, I agree. That's a good point. Do you guys think from like a marketing standpoint this would be valuable if you have all your customers in a database and you know who you're catering towards? This AI would be able to then create a better marketing plan for your company.
Definitely. Yeah, because it's storing images, emails, everything that you need to know about that customer I feel like it would customize it towards what that person wants to see and how you want to make it seem to other people.
Yeah, or like what type of clientele you're
Yeah.
marketing towards, or want
Yeah.
to get
I just
clients.
looked this up here and it was like where data lakes like enter retail is like a chain with 500 location, e-commerce, a loyalty app, supply chain feeds, kind of like that. So it says a chain with 500 locations. I don't think because I think the data lakes are just so big that you don't need that much kind of space for, let's say, Vinny's, that sandwich shop, but like McDonald's with over 500 locations, you'd probably want a database.
So it's saying that
It
it would
wouldn't be
be more valuable
beneficial.
to a company with
No, it says
500.
they need something like analysis built into their POS or maybe QuickBooks for the books, but not data lakes.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, you said something about 500 locations. It just made me curious. Like, I wonder what the capacity is. Is it just based on the number of tokens, sort of thing?
Yeah, I assume, but those big companies like McDonald's, I mean, they have unlimited money for that
Yeah,
Yeah,
stuff.
of course. But I wonder if there gets to a point where you upload too much information that
Yeah,
it can't handle anymore, you know?
yeah,
Maybe you have to get a second
maybe.
data lake and then combine
yeah,
both.
yeah. It's probably, I mean, there's probably endless possibilities within expanding it. It's funny you like mentioned about like token use and stuff. I actually saw something recently about McDonald's. Like you see that most companies have those. Like if you go on a McDonald's app, I know Home Depot and Walmart also had this problem. You know how like when you go on those apps now, they have the chatbots to help you?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I saw like a Reddit post or Twitter post of the you can go on the McDonald's app and they have an AI chatbot that says, welcome to McDonald's, here's your rewards points for the day, blah blah blah, like here's customer support. You can ask it questions. But so they use obviously like a ChatGPT or a Claude for that AI agent, like search engine almost to help.
Yeah.
And you can actually ask it. It was a problem, I don't know how long ago, but it's probably not anymore. But you used to be able to ask it questions like ChatGPT or Claude, and people were using all of their tokens and all of their
All of
usage.
McDonald's tokens?
Yeah, well, yes, because I could just treat it like a normal Claude. Like I can go to McDonald's app and be like, "Hey, can you do this research for me about this stuff?" And people
So
were just
funny.
using it like a Claude for free
Yeah,
essentially because it was McDonald's didn't do a good enough job of securing their guidelines within that agent for their app. I thought it was funny.
that is kind of crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I remember when the whole like AI bot things were coming out and like all those various apps and I don't know if there's any controversy or any issues, but like even like the app Snapchat had like an AI that you could talk to. And I remember when the whole thing was first coming up, everyone was using the Snapchat AI to like do all their homework. And it was like
Yeah.
giving you the best answers.
Yeah,
Like,
I wonder what the usage rates on like a Snapchat AI was because I
yeah,
I
Yeah.
I mean
Could you
they,
run
they
out of tokens?
I don't
no,
know,
I don't think
I
but
so.
don't think so.
I know that they like for me at least the Snapchat AI was like at the top of my list of friends,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't you couldn't take it off.
Yeah, you
Yep.
Oh
couldn't take it
no, you
off.
could you not for a minute?
Yeah.
I don't
You
think
could.
I just found out how to take it off like 2 weeks ago.
Wait,
Yeah,
don't
you
you
gotta
just press like
clear it.
unpin or something from it?
I
Or
guess. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
I think for the longest time you would have to have Snapchat Plus to take it off, which is insane.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
crazy.
so
Yeah, but I don't
man,
think I've ever used it for anything else other than
you
for
think
homework.
Snapchat has a data lake?
Yeah, a
Yeah,
hundred percent. Like
definitely.
they probably have stuff. Like they
Yeah, they
probably
have
have
to.
data on all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like they
yeah.
do, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this ties back to, or not ties back, it's kind of connects to how like Commerciant's AI is like they all like originated from like pretty much a search engine where you ask questions or whatever. But what's cool about Commerciant AI is that like it can perform tasks for you as well, which is really, really beneficial, really helpful.
Within that data lake,
Yeah, like even like send you briefing and updates and stuff like that. It's really beneficial.
and it's all customized and catered towards whatever company that you have essentially? I guess it's the data lake is what you make it, right?
Sorry, what do you
Like
mean?
you said, it can perform tasks. So if I'm a, I don't know, we've been using McDonald's. If I'm a McDonald's and I want to know which stores are doing the best, this conversion AI is customized towards McDonald's. So then it would
Yeah,
go through all of
yeah,
McDonald's data and
yeah,
give you what
yep.
company or what store is doing the best.
The best in revenue, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever maybe. Okay, cool. Do you guys think there's any improvements? Like, do you see in the future that this could become better or this kind of gets oversaturated and it's not as successful, or do you think it's just going to continue on improving?
I think it'll continue on improving, and the only way I could see it kind of getting better because there isn't really a max on a data lake information. It's just how much it costs. So if they can get that cost down, of course, it would get better just for it being cheaper. But yeah, really, I don't know how the cost could go down. It's just smarter chips or they
Maybe the
cost less
cost
or
goes
something.
down.
But
The cost
huh?
might be able to go down based off of like I guess there's always loopholes with like usage rates and how to lower your
Yeah,
tariff
so I'm not
based
too
on
sure, but
yeah.
that's I think the only way that data lake could get better unless what the AI agents just get insanely smart, even more than they already are.
Yeah.
I mean, in comparison to like the warehouses, like why would you want to spend more time having to sort it when you could just put it in and then sort it later? I
Yeah.
think
And
it's
more money.
obvious. Yeah, that as well. I think it's obvious the right way to go is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on the surface level, this is a no-brainer. Obviously, things improve and new inventions come out that are beyond my comprehension, but I don't see how this wouldn't be beneficial to any company.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, if there are any clients out here watching this, you know where to go.
You do
Conversion
know where to
AI,
go.
baby.
Merchant's the way to go.
Yeah, just kind of wrap this up. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one.